My ex lied and called me a danger to get full custody. Then my daughter sent me a video of her coaching them to lie. I got full custody. Now she wants joint. Hello Reddit I plus here. I still remember clearly the day I stood in court, heart pounding like I'd run a marathon wearing flip-flops. My ex-wife, Vanessa, had just told the judge I was unstable and a danger to my own kids. I stood there, jaw hanging so low it probably picked up lint from the courtroom carpet. I mean, me? The guy who can't even squash a spider without apologizing profusely? A danger? Vanessa and I had a messy divorce, sure, but I never thought she'd pull this card. One moment we're just two adults failing spectacularly at marriage. The next she's painting me as some villain from a low-budget crime documentary. The judge, clearly buying her Academy Award-winning performance, granted her temporary full custody of our two daughters, Ella and Maddie. Walking out of that courtroom, my heart sank. It felt like I'd been sucker-punched by a kangaroo, confused, hurt, and slightly offended. Weeks dragged by slower than my Aunt Patty's knitting club meetings. The silence in my house without the kids was deafening. I missed Ella's endless stories about unicorns and Maddie's bizarre yet impressive dance moves. Then one afternoon, my phone buzzed like it had swallowed a caffeinated bee. A message from Ella. "Dad, check this out. Mom is so weird." Attached was a video clip. I pressed play, expecting yet another TikTok dance or a rant about cafeteria pizza. Instead, my stomach twisted like a pretzel at a state fair. Vanessa's voice hissed through the speakers, coaching Maddie on exactly what to say to prove I was dangerous. Maddie looked uncomfortable, eyes darting around, mouthing robotic lies. "No, Maddie," Vanessa corrected impatiently. "Say it louder. Tell them Dad yells and scares you." My heart cracked in ways I didn't even know it could. Betrayal hits differently when it involves your kids. Furious but strangely relieved, I forwarded the video straight to my lawyer faster than you could say, "Plot twist." Back in court, Vanessa looked smug, radiating confidence like she had already won the Olympic gold in manipulation. Until my lawyer calmly played the video. The room's collective gasp was so dramatic. It belonged in daytime soap operas. Vanessa's face turned whiter than Uncle Jerry's legs at a beach party. Suddenly, the roles reversed. The judge's gavel came down harder than Aunt Patty's fruitcake, awarding me full custody immediately. Months later, Vanessa appeared at my doorstep, hair perfectly styled, pride notably absent. She mumbled apologies, pleaded for joint custody, and threw in some awkward compliments about my remarkable parenting skills. Skills previously labeled dangerous. I stared at her, thinking about the chaos she'd caused, the pain, and Maddie's confused eyes in that video. Then, almost instinctively, I replied, "Joint custody? Sure." When kangaroos stop sucker-punching innocent dads, Ella burst out laughing behind me, and even Maddie cracked a cautious smile. I gently closed the door, finally feeling at peace. Justice had a weird, funny way of showing up, but it sure felt good when it did. A few weeks after that encounter, Vanessa started texting frequently, her tone shifting from apologies to irritation and entitlement. The messages ranged from, "It's not fair, they're my kids too," to guilt-inducing melodramatic pleas about loneliness and regret. Her persistence was admirable. If she'd shown that kind of dedication to our marriage, we might still be together. But the real kicker arrived one evening. Maddie, with her signature suspicious look that suggested mischief or impending disaster, handed me another phone. "Dad, Mom's being weird again." I sighed dramatically, preparing myself for another outrageous stunt. This time, however, it was different. Vanessa was sobbing on camera, genuinely distressed, muttering things like, "What have I done? And I never thought it would go this far." My heart twisted, torn between sympathy and resentment. But then Maddie giggled softly beside me, breaking the tension. "You know, Dad, maybe Mom needs a hobby. Knitting with Aunt Patty might calm her down." Laughing despite everything, I hugged my daughters close, realizing that no matter how crazy life got, we'd be just fine, together.